Hello, it is Sugoi Penguin Gaming, aka Addison, aka the developer behind My Liege, with a devlog. Yeah, we basically have an announcement of we are at the point of closed playtesting. Closed beta playtesting? I don't know what words to use there. But I have a full build of the game finally, which means we did it! We mission accomplished, kind of. Last devlog I said I wanted development to be done by December, end of December. And if I am a little loosey-goosey on what I consider finished development, then yes, I did it. Basically, where the game is at right now is you can play it from beginning to end, full story. The only thing missing is a thick layer of polish around the bug test, bug fixing, and the endings. Which, who cares about endings? Am I right? No, those are actually pretty important, but I have a plan for those. So, where I'm at right now is I'm running a closed playtest right now. If I haven't reached out to you already, and you are interested in participating, reach out to me directly and I can talk to you about getting you involved in that. But that is the big thing that's going on right now. So, what is left to do? Too many things still. So this update is basically we are going to hopefully cram the next month full of the remaining tasks for the game itself. So that is bug fixing, getting feedback from playtesters, and acting on that. There are some things in the world that still need polish. So like for the most part, every main town has been built. So like this is the House Stocks town, which didn't really exist before. It was just kind of a vague space. I've also put in the fort at the front of the valley where it's the main entrance to the rest of the kingdom. So that exists now. There's a couple of places though that don't exist yet, like over here. Actually, I said I was, in my mind, I was half finished with House Marcave, but this is pretty finished. But there's a pretty big gap over here where there's just nothing. And this is, my envision is like there's gonna be a branch in the road here that you can take and your camera over and see House Marcave's small little port. Like they're the only ones outside of the capital that has a port. So the world needs a little bit more details, just to fill out and round out the space. I want to do a round of lighting adjustments. Right now, for example, this is the cloudy weather, and it's just kind of dark. So one thing I was gonna play around with is, could I put like the skybox has clouds in it, but like could I put like 3D clouds and use a different skybox to, I don't know, like I'm already doing like smoke clouds with these like kind of transparent 3D objects. Why not do something similar for clouds? And then like the weather and some things are performing very poorly. Like right now the game at the highest settings on my computer is running at somewhere between 30 and 50 FPS. I'd like to float on more of a 45 to 60 FPS range. And then audio, there's just not enough audio. We've got our music, we've got noises on buttons and menus opening, but I just need more ambient noise. So noise for like maybe like noise when meeples walk, or noise when you're near the river more consistently. I'm actually having trouble finding there's a noise emitter somewhere in here for the river. But the fact that I'm having a hard time finding it means there isn't enough. Like, it just needs to be more ambient noise everywhere to really pull in the soundscape. And then more animations, like not a ton, but the fact that everyone walks the same every time. I need a little bit of variety in like the walking, and then like if a farmer is in the field when they stop, could I get them to use like their tool just a little bit? You know, just like small little tweaks there to make it more real, like more interesting what the meeples are doing. So that's what I want to work on this next month. I've already gotten pretty much all of the major bugs or known bugs out of the way. I expect more to be found soon. So that's what I've done already in the first few days of the new year. And yeah, just want to get as much of that done in January, because then in February I'm going to focus on things like updating the store page. You know, currently the store page, it's fine, but like all of the trailer is shot with old footage, so like, you know, I don't use the same, a lot of the, you know, several of the assets have been changed, and a lot of the game looks better. It is just more fleshed out than before. So I want to reshoot like the trailer and maybe re-grab some of these stills. Some of them are still good and I like them, but some of them aren't really hitting the point that I wanted them to hit. As well as rework the GIFs down here to maybe be a little bit more illustrative. Like, I actually like this one, but this one, I think the focus could be just on the meeple. You know, it doesn't need to be the whole menu. And in general, just give the store page a good, solid freshening up. Really take every line of text and be like, hey, is this serving its purpose? Or do I need to do more to grab people's attention? Revisit the tags now that I know exactly what the game is. Stuff like that. And then some amount of marketing. This YouTube video is probably going to be the start of a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of social media posts and things like that. But also looking into, like, do I want to do any real marketing, like paid advertisements, reaching out to friends that are streaming on their small fan bases and see if I can get them to play My Liege on stream, things like that. So admitting that February will be probably cleaning up the last remaining bugs and doing a lot of that kind of stuff. You see on the store right now, planned release Q1 2025. In my head, and looking at like my schedule for when I will have time and means to release a game, we're looking at March, like mid-March, probably late March, somewhere around there. And yeah, we'll see how all that comes together. I'm really excited. I'm not going to belabor any more of this. If you're interested in the playtest, hit me up. I'll give you deets on what that entails. And yes, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm finally getting a chance to share the game, even if it is just with like a closed playtest. We're that much closer, and so it's been quite a little journey on this solo project, and something that I thought would be like a 5-month thing has turned into a year and 5-month thing. But I'm really excited about where the game is at right now. So that's all for now. Hopefully my next devlog will be talking about the game as a finished product and tackling more of the business side of releasing the game. We'll see. Until then, adios.